Most people believe that to get into the top 1%, they need to work harder than everyone else, never take any breaks, or be extremely intelligent. But what if I told you that none of these things matter, and it doesn't have to be this difficult? There's just one essential thing you need to do to get ahead of 99% of people. I'm Salim, I've done an undergrad and postgraduate degree, and now I'm a final year med student. And even though I don't believe I'm amazingly intelligent, I've been successful in both my academic and personal life. And over the years, I've realized the single most important thing I do that I've seen other high achievers also do that sets us apart from everyone else. And I'm confident that if you do this too, you'll not only get ahead of everyone else, but you'll also do it with a lot less effort than you'd think. So the best way for me to explain what they do is by giving you 3 examples, and when I give these examples, try to actively think about what's really going on. So first, imagine a student that's studying for an exam they have in about 2 months. And this student knows exactly what they're going to do. When they start learning a topic, they make sure to do practice questions soon after and use evidence-based study techniques such as active recall and spaced repetition. And when they get questions wrong, they spend time to work on those weaknesses, whether that's by asking a friend for help or searching online. Then they do more practice questions and repeat this process until they're confident in the topic before moving on to the next. Repeating all of this was enough for them to score the highest grade. And now for the next example, imagine a person who wakes up at 6 AM and has a good amount of time in the morning to meditate or play with their cat before they leave for work. And after they finish work in the evening, they go to the gym, come home for dinner and have a short break, then start working on a project of theirs and get through some of their admin tasks. And they don't just do work, because every month they meet up to see a few friends. For the past few years, this person's kept a record of the different things they have done and have a to-do list containing a short list of priorities for each day. And they've kept this up for the past few years, meeting all of their goals and keeping on top of things even with a busy work life. And for the final example, imagine a person who doesn't like studying and doesn't like going to the gym and finds it much easier to just scroll on their phone or watch TV. But even then, this person was able to regularly study and go to the gym and had a reliable way to minimize how much screen time they get. And that made it possible for them to do well in their academics and live a healthy lifestyle. These 3 examples highlighted 3 different scenarios. The first being how to study effectively, the second being how to have good time management, and the third being how to be disciplined and motivated. But there's just one thing that ties them all together that makes each person in the examples successful in what they do, and it's that they understand the importance of systems. A system is a set of organized habits, routines, or strategies that are designed to be a repeatable process to guide your actions towards a goal. Whether that's for studying effectively, managing your time, or building discipline, systems are there to reduce your need to rely on your effort alone in making decisions. And you definitely have some form of system already. For example, if you study, you follow some kind of method, whether that's going through topics and doing questions, or creating mind maps when you have exams coming up. You don't just aimlessly jump from one topic to another and highlight random bits of text before quickly moving on. And what the top 1% do is bring these systems to all parts of their life. These systems are there to do most of the thinking for them, so that instead of always having to decide on the best way to go about something, they just rely on the relevant system to do things as efficiently as possible. It's how at the start I said that I don't think I'm amazingly intelligent. It's just that I get a lot of things done and do them well because I use systems. They help me do more with a lot less effort compared with other people, and I'm hoping the B-roll clips in my videos show evidence of that. So when it comes to starting to use systems for more parts of your life, there's one system that's especially useful in dealing with a problem a lot of us have, and it's the problem of finding it difficult to take action. And this problem isn't because you're lazy or that you're a procrastinator. It's because of a more common issue that you might not even realize, which is that you're scared of taking action, and that stops you from reaching your full potential. So in this video here, I talk about the system I used that made me overcome my fear of taking action, which helped me get to where I am today. And you can overcome this fear too by watching the video and using this system.